In this video, I'm going to be going over the position and what I'm looking for in any hook line, supine exercise where both my back and my feet are in contact with the surface. The three main things we're looking for when getting into any supine or hook line position is going to be weight through that foot, those 3 foot contacts. Heel, big toe, little toe, toe should stay relaxed. Second, because of the foot contacts, you should feel these bony spots in the back of your hip, your PSIS, right there, right around your belt line. You should feel those just sink into the floor. You shouldn't feel like you have to push them or fight them down. They should just relax down, and you should feel yourself get heavy there. The third thing is that abs and low back stay relaxed, meaning 6-pack front abs here, your belly should stay fully relaxed, low back should stay fully relaxed. I'm going to run through the setup position for hook line, supine with feet on the wall, so supine 90-90, and these will apply exactly to the same if I was on a bench, or if I was even benching with my feet on the ground. You might need to lift your feet off of the ground, like put plates under your feet or something to make these same kind of things apply, depending on the exercise, of course. So first thing, I'm in hook lying here. Hook lying is just on my back with my legs bent up. Make this easy. Ideally what I want is, again, I want to find these 3 points of contact. So I'm going to find that heel, the ball of my pinky toe, and kind of just roll my foot in until I feel the base of my big toe. I should be able to lift my toes, but not my whole foot. I'm kind of applying equal pressure. Ideally, if I find these front hip bones now, I have those hip bones, knees, feet, all in a straight line. As close to that as you can kind of make it without feeling any significant discomfort. So ideally what I'm going to do is I'm going to find those 3 points of contact on my feet. I'm just going to push straight down through the floor. And what I should get is I get a little bit of like hamstring activation, a little bit of like glute activation. There shouldn't be anything strong. This is very subtle. I'm not pushing as hard as I can. If you lift, you're going too hard already, right? It's a very subtle feeling. I'm just kind of lightly pushing down. If you feel only quads with that, the next thing you're going to try is you're going to just, instead of pushing straight down, you're going to be thinking just pull your heels towards you a little bit. Like you're trying to scoot your feet closer. Same thing, find those 3 points, keep toes relaxed. I'm going to just pull lightly. And same thing, just feel hamstrings engage a little bit. For me personally, I don't feel these bony spots kind of sink down as I do that. So what I'm going to do in hook line here is I'm going to take a little pad, so elevate my feet a little bit. And this can just make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to do the same thing, foot contacts, a little bit of pressure down, and now I feel that low back area, that belt line, those bony spots in the back of my hip just relax into the floor and get nice and heavy. I'm not trying to push them down. This is still really soft and relaxed. My back is fully relaxed. This is a good starting position for any drill we may do from here, whether it's a breathing type drill, or it's a floor press, or anything like that. This is kind of what I'm going for. If you find that you're struggling, if you elevate your feet like this and you find you're struggling to get the front of your foot down, if you feel like you have to work really hard to push the front of your foot down, simply elevate the front of your feet a little bit. So I have handy wedges that I can use, and that would just make it easier to feel that front of my foot without having to aggressively push my foot down. If you don't have wedges, I don't expect you to. Sometimes just like a towel roll works great. Put that right underneath the ball of your foot. Same thing. Find those contact points, like pressure down or slightly pulling back, whichever one works better. And again, you should feel those bony spots sink right into the floor. And again, I'm going to try to maintain this position, stay nice and tall. If I added some reaching in, I should not feel myself crunching or my neck firing up or anything. I would just hold on to this position right here. The same exact thing applies if we're getting onto supine 90-90 and getting our feet on the wall. So it would be the same principles. I'm doing the exact same thing. Sometimes if hook line's not working, you might need to continue to lift your legs onto the wall to make it easier for you to find. We're going to, same thing, find our heel, pinky toe, roll into the inside of our foot. Our toes should be relaxed, but I can feel my whole foot. I'm going to do the same thing, light pressure into the wall or slightly pulling down. And again, I feel that low back area just melt into the ground. I'm not fighting to have it. This is still relaxed. My low back is still fully relaxed. And again, same thing, we might be doing some type of breathing drill here where I'm trying to maintain those sensations, feel myself get heavier and heavier. Or I might be doing some type of core exercise from here, where I might even just try to maintain this and do a pullover. Or I might be doing an actual sit-up from here. But again, the main focus is getting that set-up position first, starting there and building up from there. Any exercise that involves you being on your back, with your back in contact with the surface and your feet in contact with the surface, this is the setup that we should be going for.